I found a young girl's body placed in the closet. It seems she had been gone for maybe 6, 7 months. I pray no person would abandon a young girl deceased, without speaking a word. A skeleton within the darkness. Oh my, that is the arm. That is the leg. Do you notice her hair remains? Her corpse is so severely decomposed that not one of us has witnessed anything similar in our entire lives. You can quit acting ignorant like you are unaware what occurred with your own eldest child. Your special needs eldest child. I understand she is autistic. So explain what took place inside that home. An unknown 911 call directs police within DeKalb County, Georgia, toward a silent, apparently vacant apartment. However, behind a single door waits something so terrifying. It launches detectives on a frantic hunt for truth and finally reveals a story filled with inconceivable brutality. When you departed, was she living? Applause. This account relies on formal law enforcement documents and the video has not been viewed previously until this moment. On June 25, 2023, emergency operators get an eerie 911 call. First, I must state I wish to stay unknown, alright, regarding these details. There is a deceased corpse of a young girl inside building 2815 apartment 27. Can everyone please move quickly? Appears she has been there for perhaps minimum 6, 7 months. Are you aware who resides here? No, ma'am. I am certain everyone will discover all those details after everyone identify the young girl. The DeKalb County law enforcement officials shortly reach the location to examine the caller's statements. Oh, indicate multiple months. Yes. Can police? When nobody responds, the official tests the door and discovers it open. Can police open? Come on, yo, oh please. No, it odors like mold, yet not like 49 FK. Attempting to determine if Ryan knows anything regarding the unit for the cat. Please, this door I'm typically open. I'm unsure because I do not TR people's doors. Fair. Have you ever observed anyone enter or exit this unit though? Not after the woman relocated. Well, how long ago she relocated? A few months possibly. They carefully proceed indoors, and although it looks like nobody is present, possessions like furnishings and playthings are visible spread around the residence. Want that room? Yes, it appear like a closet. Is this dampness on something? Great, I noticed that. Locating nothing out of the ordinary throughout their inspection, officials clear the location. Hours after, operators get a further 911 call from the identical unknown origin. 911, what is the location of the emergency? Ma'am, I phoned like 2 hours before. I informed these people what I found. I found a young girl body placed in the closet which had been there. Looked like it'd been there for like 6, 7 months, and it still has clothing on. Is it a child or male or female? I can identify it as a female since they have on the pink dress. With the hair she got a bundle hair. Ma'am, you gonna dispatch anyone out here? Yes, I'm going to proceed and submit your call for you. I simply must collect as much detail as feasible. Okay, ma'am, I do not, you got ma'am? Yes, I possess 3 sons and I do comprehend your worry. Like I stated, I must gather as much detail for the official as I can. So therefore, they can understand what they are entering once they arrive there because she is simply stating, hey, I discovered a dead girl in the closet. I must collect some information. Listen, I am informing you that that should be the most critical detail that she will get someone legs moving, wheels turning. We going to get someone out there to inspect the zone. You have a good day. I believed you already observed someone. A third call gets to operators, now from a protection officer, stating a man informed him regarding the corpse of a young girl in apartment 27. An official goes back to the location to meet with the protection officer who looks doubtful. The guy exited the vehicle and stated, hey man, you must go down there apartment 27, building 2815. I stated, what the issue? He stated, there is a young girl and her deceased, so we have been attempting to reach 911 for 2 days. I stated, 2 days? Yeah. No. They lying. I stated, So, but they instructed me not to enter by myself. So, go inspect it. Yeah. This our 3rd occasion out here because I inspected it myself before. Oh, you learned about something like this? Yeah, this is like the 4th vehicle we got. Ain't nothing in there. No, but I inspect again simply to be certain because they stated in the closet. No, we did not look that thoroughly. But I mean, it might be up under something or he states in the closet young girl. So yeah, I am like that about 10 days when that might be smelling by now. Yeah, well the initial call, the very first call stated they have been in there for months. Oh, they lying, ma'am. They lying. They stated they have been there for months. No, I know that is not you call by now. I hope nobody would leave a young girl in there. Not say nothing. Applause. The residence is inspected one more time, but what has started to feel like only a mean trick is going to make a sinister shift. Something. Yeah, I believed I was questioning. Was it only me? Is this someone? The official directs his flashlight into a tiny closet and a dreadful reality at last becomes clear. Bro, what it is. Yeah, say what? She in there, truly? Where? I do not see it. I do not see it. That is in that black bag. No, she on top. It is so decomposed you cannot tell. Oh, that is, you can see her hair. But that is the arm. That is the leg. But if you peer in there, you can notice the garments around her corpse. You see her hair still? Inside the closet lie the mummified remains of a small girl seated in a stroller with the upper part of her corpse bent over and lying on a dark-colored comforter. She is wearing just a reddish-cold tank top and a diaper with her hair styled in what is described as a tiny puff. Her corpse has greatly decomposed. On top of her small frame, detectives find a woman's red purse. Inside her are the ID and bank card for 27-year-old Alander Hobbs, who according to the property manager was residing in the apartment. What do you know about this family? I know you told me that they moved in. I do not know anything no more, but they were under eviction. Investigators put out a bolo for Alander, who had no other known address. According to the property manager, the apartment was leased by Alandre's husband, Cameron Hobbs. He came in about 2 weeks ago asking to be taken off the lease. No signs of distress. No reason. He just wanted to be done with it. He didn't seem like nothing was wrong, so from they have no children on the lease. There's no kids listed on the lease, it's just him and her. After speaking with the Department of Children and Family Services, investigators learned that Alander has 3 daughters, ages 2, 4, and 7. The 4-year-old, Cameron's only biological child, is confirmed to be in his care. Alandre's mother tells investigators the 2-year-old is also safe and was recently seen with Alander, but she shares that she hasn't seen the oldest 7-year-old Olivia Naomi Jordan since last year. Then this morning when I woke up, I seen a little something on the news about it, and I was like, oh my goodness. I just came from my friend's house telling them about it, and I'm just hoping it's not Olivia. To add to their concerns, she explains that 7-year-old Olivia is autistic and nonverbal, making her especially reliant on the people around her for care and communication. Olivia was also diagnosed with cerebral palsy and experienced seizures, a condition for which she should be regularly receiving medications. According to the neurology group that was treating her, they filled her prescriptions remotely during the pandemic. But in August of 2022, they stopped renewing her prescriptions as Alander didn't bring her in for a physical appointment. According to Alandre's sister, who works for the Department of Children and Family Services, she too hasn't seen Olivia since last year. And I know I had asked her, I was like, where's Olivia? 'Cause I watch all 3, and she was like, oh, she was down south in Albany with her paternal grandmother. Well, she ain't paternal, but with her grandma, her dad's side. Though no father was listed on Olivia's birth certificate, investigators identified him through other means, later confirming that Olivia was not in his care. Tragically, dental records would show the mummified remains in the closet belonged to the 7-year-old girl, who it appears was never reported missing. Given the condition of her body, a cause of death could not be determined without an autopsy. The results would later reveal details far more disturbing than anyone could imagine. On June 29th, 4 days after Olivia was found, Alander was located at a hotel in Marietta, Georgia. Her 2-year-old daughter was with her and appeared to be in good condition. Investigators sat down with Alander for an interview, determined to uncover what happened to 7-year-old Olivia. After reading her Miranda warnings, they begin by asking clarifying questions about her children. Not explaining that Olivia was found deceased. I have a 2-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old. What are their names? Olivia. Okay. Since they're by different individuals, I got 3 different baby dyes. Okay, when was the last time you talked to Mr. Cameron? He won't let me talk. You talk. No, he will not answer the phone. I just sent text message cause he's the one who have Olivia. He pit me out because it's not his. He been battling from severe. I don't got 2 cases. I've been locked up twice because he bit his hands on me and I fought back. He's sick in the head. When was the last time you seen? I haven't seen Olivia. The only person I have is if she's telling the truth, this would place Cameron as the last person to be entrusted with Olivia's care. But by her account, Cameron wanted nothing to do with her. Why did you leave her? Because it was a lot on me. Okay, now tell me, keep on going. I went through the worst in that house being with Kay's. My baby, she was autistic. He wanted me to give her up to the white folks. It was just a lot. We stayed into arguments. After arguments, he beat me. All types of stuff. I just had to get away. Cameron agreed to speak with investigators, volunteering to come to the station with his 4-year-old child. During a forensic interview, the 4-year-old expressed something about her father that was deeply concerning. Well, listen. I buddy hit me right here. They did? And tell me who hit you right there. Cameron. And who's Cameron? Like he make you bleed. He made me kill me. He killed me. He killed you. I'll be there like this. Look, Well, tell me, how would Cameron kill you? He has to do the last one too. I do the last one. He did the last one too. You got to do the last one. Cameron's mother admitted she was aware that abuse took place inside the apartment, but by her account, the abuser was a lander. She shared a photograph with investigators which appears to show a large handprint-shaped welt across Olivia's chest. And while Alander says she was kicked out of the apartment with her 2-year-old daughter, Cameron claims he moved out of the apartment around the summer of last year, leaving all 3 of the girls in Alandre's care. I want to know what's going on. We're trying to find Olivia. What you mean? We're looking for Olivia, and I'm trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what happened to her before. We make our own assumptions, and we're going to be walking out of here in handcuffs. Alright? So you need to tell us a little bit better story than what you're telling us now. Like, how am I supposed to know if I wasn't? You're the mother of her, right? And and we talked to Mr. Hobbs and we laid eyes on her and we just laid eyes on her. Where is Olivia? So Olivia's supposed to be with Cameron at 2815 Missy Waters Drive where Cameron was and he kicked you out? Yes, he kicked me and my baby out. So you think the neighbors have seen you? So that's a lie. And you can stop playing dumb, like you don't know what happened to your damn oldest daughter. Your special needs oldest daughter. I know she's autistic. So tell me what happened in that apartment. I can't tell you besides I love her. You left her in that apartment alone? No. With Cameron. Cameron was the one who was supposed to be watching her. But did I leave her in the apartment alone? No, I left her with Cameron. I did the wrong thing because it was too much on me and I knew I couldn't take care of her. Cameron didn't leave her. He didn't leave her. All of this is because of Cameron, like that's not Cameron's child. I know, but Cameron been there the whole time since she was born. He wanted me to give her up. Cameron beat her so bad he threw her in a closet. He did so much. That's why we stayed fighting. That's why I got 2 domestic violence cases. He choked my daughter. He bit her DH, did a lot to her. He pulled her hair out, literally. That's not what happened. According to Cameron, after leaving Alander with the 3 girls, he regularly returned to pick up his 4-year-old daughter for visits. But when he picked her up for a visit last Easter, he refused to return her, stating that the 4-year-old girl was afraid of her mother. My mama said, "Don't mess with my toy cause I get a wet nerve bash." Mommy said, "Don't mess with the toys cause you get a what?" A whooping. A whooping. Okay. During her forensic interview, the 4-year-old girl was asked about her family. The interviewer asked for her help drawing faces with emotions to represent them. She chose a sad face for her father and happy faces for herself, her mother, and 2-year-old sister. While the young girl doesn't mention Olivia by name, she tells the interviewer she has another sister and gives her a different face entirely. And my sister shouldn't need an angry face. So the other sister, we draw an angry face. Yeah, and how come we draw angry face for her? She's mad, she angry and mad. What she says later, completely unprompted, is downright chilling. Skeleton. Skeleton. It's a skeleton. Like in the dark. What's a skeleton in the dark? Cause I feel sad. You feel sad. Well, you said something about a skeleton in the dark. Who's the skeleton in the dark? The pink one. The pink skeleton. Skeleton in the dark. Well, you you mentioned feeling sad. Tell me about feeling sad. I made me feel sad like a doggy. What made you feel sad? The skeleton sad. I like a skeleton. Mama, she like a dog like this. Okay. But at just 4 years old, it's difficult to know what she truly understands or what horror she may have seen. Investigators continue to pressure Alandra, and it isn't long before her calm confession exposes the heartbreaking truth. He was supposed to be watching my daughter, but I left her. You left her alone. You left her in there. Okay, why did you leave Olivia then? Too much. Okay, when you left her, was she alive? She was alive. Where'd you leave her at? What room? Inside the apartment. Our bedroom. Where at? In her bedroom. She was just sitting on the bed. No, she wasn't. Where? You left her. You know where she left her? I left her. She wasn't sitting on the bed. You left her in the bedroom, but you left her somewhere and she was in something. So you need to say it besides what? The stroller. She was sitting in. Say that again. The stroller. Okay, where at? The closet. Was she alive then? Alright. And the reason why you left her is because it was too much. Okay, give me an example of too much. I have 3 children, so I'm trying to relate. I mean, dealing with coming from abusive family, not having my mama, me and Cameron always fighting, not having a support, he wasn't helping me. Did you let Cameron know that you're leaving that baby? Yes or no? I know the answer to that. I can't shaking your head. When you left, where'd you go? To my brother's house. The knowledge that Olivia was alive when she was abandoned is both tragic and unthinkable. Yet, even those words failed to capture what would soon be revealed about the depth of her suffering. Investigators take a break, momentarily leaving Alander alone. Hey Nissy, let me get that back. We'll be back. Where's my baby? Hey man! Where's my baby? She's not here. We got her right here. She's fine. She's leaving. No, she's right here. We're playing with her. Just kill me. I'm over here. Music, just kill me at this point. Like there's no point. Detectives return prepared with questions to help them understand the full story. Between Alandre's admissions and the results of Olivia's autopsy, the true scope of her suffering begins to emerge. When you left her, I understand that you told me she was in the stroller by the closet. Did you leave her with anything else? Any food? Any water? I said it. But I meant if you knew you were leaving, did you leave her with any additional stuff? I did have a bottle of water. A bottle of water. Is she Cap? I know she said she had special needs. Was she keep her well enough to drink the water herself? Did you leave her with any type of crackers or food? Anything that might be in? I did. Like in a bag, like maybe a bag of chips or anything? I gave it to her. Okay, what'd you give her? She had chips. She had real food. It was like little snacks and stuff. Okay, was it in a cup? Like chips? A bowl? It was in a bag. It was a mixture of things. And Olivia had seizures. So with the medication she was on, it was prone for her to eat more than usual. But you think she was capable of eating the bag, or would that be out of the normal? I don't know, because Olivia, with her being autistic, autistic kids do kind of weird things. But any food she may have left for Olivia would have quickly run out, leading the child to endure the slow agony of hunger. According to combined reports from the medical examiner and her official autopsy, Olivia's unclothed and mummified remains weighed only 5 lbs. Though her internal organs had completely dissolved, a wadded-up plastic grocery bag was located in her abdominal cavity in the shape of a stomach. Additionally, unidentified red cloth and green plastic was found in her feces. Investigators are left to question whether Alander took any steps to ease her suffering. Did you give her any type of medicine or anything before you left? 'Cause I weaned her off her seizure medicine. I didn't know if you were under depression, I know I'm leaving. I want everything to be as comfortable as I can. Did you give her anything to prep her for you leaving? Besides the food and water. That's what I gave her, her seizure. She weaned her off for seizure medicine. One additional detail leaves investigators questioning whether what Alander is telling them is the entire truth. The autopsy report notes that Olivia was not tied to the stroller, but simply secured by the buckle as one would under normal circumstances. I don't believe that Olivia was left there alive and didn't get out of her stroller like you told me. There's just no way, and we're so close to the truth. And you really just gotta tell us that last bit. I did. I wouldn't when I left her. She was alive. Was she injured in any way, shape, or form? She was fine, normal, or whatever. Was she crying when you left? Explain why she didn't. Olivia never showed any emotions due to autism. Why didn't she get herself out of the stroller? Olivia had a mind of a 12-month-old. Why didn't she move at all from where you put her? Why didn't she grab things around her? Olivia wasn't this. She didn't have that type of strength. Olivia didn't start walking till she was 3. So why didn't the stroller fall over? Why were there things on top of her to conceal her? Things I never pick anything. There's people that have been very upset about what happened to Olivia. Very upset. And they're not going to get the answers they need because, yeah, I never did. One thing I can say, I never did pick anything on her. I did put her in the stroller and I bumped her up. I left her water. I left her food. But as far as we didn't find any water or food. Yeah, I wasn't the type to throw anything on her. Like clothes was in a closet. Unwilling to accept that Olivia merely sat still, resigned to a slow and painful death, the detective forces Alander to confront a brutal truth in pursuit of answers. Her body is so badly decayed that none of us have seen anything like that in our lives, and how difficult it is for your family members, Cameron's family members, people that have nothing to do with your issues. They're not going to get the closure they need because what you're saying doesn't make sense. So it's just going to be some unknown mystery that everybody has to go through trauma with. This is what I'm telling y'all. How I left her. I never did pick anything. I left her in a stroller with the door open. Never pick anything. I wouldn't even do that as far as pin things on top of her. So is there any chance that she was dead before you left the house? Was she injured in any way? No, she was functioning. I fed her. I gave her water. And the phones that my brother stole, literally I got the phone call to come over there. I rushed out the house and left. To come over where? To my brother's house. He called you and asked you to go over there. Yes, and I did. For what purpose? Just to chill, and then him and his girlfriend got into it. So you will wait. You left your 7-year-old daughter because your brother wanted to chill. I was. Moving forward, the detectives bring up another detail from the crime scene that raises new questions of whether or not someone else was aware of Olivia's cruel fate. Someone shut the bedroom door and put clothes behind it. And someone shut the regular door and put towels behind it. It shouldn't have been, Matt, I just shut the main door as far as towels or whatever you're talking about. No, that wasn't me at all. No. Though Olander denies placing the towels behind the door or putting anything on top of Olivia, the fact remains that she was found half covered by a comforter. And on top of her small frame was Olandre's red purse containing her bank card and ID. Do you have your driver's license with you? I don't have. My brother stole my ID. All my information, literally. According to police records, officers were called to a domestic dispute between Olander and her brother at his home toward the end of March, in which she accused him of stealing several of her items, including a bank card. Olander also tells the detectives that he stole the keys to her apartment. I understand that you got into it with your brother at his house, right? You told me that. How long had you been staying there? For a month. For a month. And you went straight from Misty Waters to your brother's house, right? Okay, this admission leads the detectives to believe she abandoned Olivia toward the end of February, 4 months before she would ultimately be found by the original 911 caller. In addition to the anonymous report, investigators learned that a local news station had received a video from a civilian showing the deceased child in the closet. Detectives requested a copy of the video, but it remains unclear whether they ever obtained it, who sent it, or whether that person is the same individual who made the 911 call. Detectives press forward, seemingly determined to understand whether or not Olander feels any remorse for her actions. At any point, did you ever feel like, I need to go back and get this child and this is something wrong that I'm doing? I mean, it ran across my head but wasn't in the right mental state at the time. Did you not feel any type of way that this kid was suffering? Did you let me ask you that. Did you let anybody know that she was in there? I can't hear you. No. And how would someone know that there was a baby girl inside that apartment? You didn't tell anybody? Nobody. Not even halfway mentioned it to someone that you can remember. Nobody. You left her. Did you kiss her and hug her? I hugged her. Wait, say anything to her. Say to her, I love you. When you posted on Facebook in April and said that the worst thing has ever happened to you, what happened in April? This was on Facebook. You made a couple posts about how you're going through the worst time in your life. That had to be the relationship that, I found out that the guy that I was messing with and taking care of, George, he cheated on me and I was madly in love with him. I was trying to seek love. But while Olander sought love, 7-year-old Olivia was left alone to decay. By the time of her autopsy, not even bugs remained, leaving behind only dead maggots and pupa casings in her skull cavity. All the while, Olander admitted she continued collecting $900 a month in disability benefits meant for Olivia's care. Do you want Olivia to be buried and have closure for her body? Do you want a funeral? Yeah. Do you want a funeral for her? No, because nobody really dealt with her like that. Nobody helped me out with her. No. Do you want to know how she died? Do you want us to be able to figure that out? Yes, I would like to. But as far as funeral-wise, no. Because if that's the case, as much as I expressed my situations to so many people and people couldn't help me, now y'all in the picture when something tragic happened. So do you think you did this in spite of your lack of support? Yeah. To make everybody know loud and clear that they didn't help you, it wasn't going to be that. It was going to be me taking my life. So it was you or Olivia, and that was a choice you made in that moment. It was one or the other. Ultimately, Olandre's decision was clear. Cameron's mother would later explain to investigators that despite what Olander claims, Olivia didn't know how to unbuckle herself from the stroller, largely due to her cerebral palsy. Following the autopsy of 7-year-old Olivia Naomi Jordan, her cause of death was ruled as ignition or extreme exhaustion caused by starvation as well as dehydration. While toxicology results revealed methamphetamine and fentanyl in Olivia's hair, investigators concluded the exposure likely occurred over several months and wasn't a contributing factor in her death. Olandre's 2-year-old daughter was taken into the custody of the Department of Family and Children's Services. Her 4-year-old daughter was also separated from her father and taken into their custody following a separate investigation, the details of which are unknown. In September of 2023, 27-year-old Olander Hobbs was indicted on 1 count of malice murder, 2 counts of first-degree cruelty to children, and 2 counts of felony murder. The felony murder charges were later vacated as a matter of law. Olander entered a non-negotiated guilty plea in April of 2025 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 40 years.